guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube. And yes, I already look crazy. I already did my eyebrows, I primed my eyes, and I've already put on my tape just to save a little bit of time. And today we're going to be doing my first festival look in a two-part series. So we're going to be going in with the Pinky Rose Bright Lights palette. And this palette, I don't know if you're ready for it, but it's stunning. Comes with a little mirror and the shades. This plastic thing nobody needs. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So that is what we're going to use today. And I did prime my eyelids with my MAC paint stick in the shade White. It's very dirty because it's very well loved. So we're going to go in with this palette and we're going to create a little festival look. So the first brush we're going to use is the flat shader brush from Wet n Wild. And we're going to use that to use this shade right here, Glitz, which is this beautiful like mint green blue shade, and it is shimmery. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram where I post close-ups of the looks, and that is at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of an I. And definitely, if you would like, if you enjoy the content on this channel, subscribe and comment down below what you'd like to see on my channel. I'm just kind of hanging out today. It's a very dreary, cold, rainy day. I absolutely love snow. And I like thunderstorms, I like rain, but what I don't like is cold rain. I just think it is, and outside today, it's almost like bone-chillingly wet and cold, and that is not something that I like. So I hope it is nicer weather wherever the festivals are happening today. I know Coachella is going on right now. I've seen people posting about going there. And I thought it would be fun to film a festival type of look for that reason. I, however, today am going to spend the day probably snuggling with my doggies, watching some movies, maybe talking to my friend Darcy, my Biffle. It's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Darcy. I wish I could celebrate with her, but she lives a little bit far away from me, so hopefully I'll get to visit her maybe the end of this month or beginning of next month. Now we're going into the shade Pop Rocks, which is this beautiful magenta shade right there. It's a matte color. This palette has shimmers, it has mattes. I believe it has 14 eyeshadows. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 14 eyeshadows, and it has 1, 2 shimmers. It has 3 glitters, like pressed glitters, and the rest are all mattes. So it's a nice mix. And some of these shades I don't think I've ever seen in a palette. There's definitely a lack of bright palettes on the market. I feel like most palettes are warm neutrals that come out. And I personally, I think I'm ready for that trend to at least calm down a little bit. I feel like it's oversaturating the market right now, so I was happy to find a palette that is really colorful and really beautiful and is something different than what we are seeing most times. So we're going to go in with our Sugar Pill Crease Brush, and I'm going to go into that shade Boom, which is this beautiful bright purple. And I'm going to put that on the outer V and bring it all the way to the tape. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. We're blending it into that magenta shade. I myself have been to a few festivals. I went to Lollapalooza once, and I think I went to a festival put on by a radio station once. I've been to Shamrock Fest, and you know, I've been to your typical carnival, stuff like that. But in terms of Coachella or something like that, I have not attended one. I don't know if I'd want to. Not that I don't think they're amazing. I'm sure they are. But my thing, it's kind of like thinking about going to New York for New Year's Eve. You know, it seems like it would be so much fun. But then I think about stuff like, what if you have to pee? Like, you have to get to New York for New Year's Eve, just re-intensifying that magenta that we lost a little bit of when it was blending. I mean, when I was blending. Not when it was blending. I think about going to New York for New Year's Eve, and I think about how much fun it would be. And then I think, my goodness, like, you have to get there so early. And if you go with friends or a group of people, and then let's say you have to use the restroom, how would you find them again? You wouldn't. Like, you literally would not be able to find your friends again. You would be on your own for the rest of the day. Maybe I'm wrong, since I've never been, but that thought of not being able to find my group again scares me. Absolutely scares me. I'm taking a little bit more of that shimmery shade, kind of blending it into the Pop Rocks shade. And then I'm re-intensifying the Pop Rocks shade again. I do find that some of these mattes blend away when you're blending, but that happens with a lot of different palettes, so it's not just this one. So far we have this, which I think is gorgeous. We're going to take off our tape. You might have just heard the heat kick on. Okay, so we're going to take a makeup wipe that I got ready. And we're just going to remove the fallout as always. Now, so far I have applied my moisturizer, which is today the Glam Glow Starter Illuminating Moisturizer. It can also be used as a primer, but we are going to go in with a second primer because if you're going to a festival, you want your makeup to last all day. So we're going to try the Too Faced Peach Perfect Primer, the mattifying primer. Okay. And that is the one that I got in the set, in this set here. And it is the one product I haven't tried yet, so I'm really excited to do that. It has a pump, so we're going to pump that. I'm going to pump that onto the back of my hand. Okay, I think I do one more little tiny pump. I don't want to use too much. It has a very light, like peaches and cream scent. So we're going to blend that into mainly our T-zone. Where I personally tend to have some oiliness come through. And my hair is currently up. I have not done anything with it, but I do plan on curling it later. So when I post my close-ups, my hair will most likely be down and curly. Well, so far I like the feel of it, and it definitely blurred my pores. Wow. I think that that might be one of the only pore blurring primers that I've used that really, like, truly did blur them, like, really well. We're gonna go in with a new foundation today. This is, well, okay, it's new to me foundation. It is the NYX Total Control Drops. I've been wanting to try them forever. I know they've been out for a while, but I had not had a chance to get my hands on them. And I'm going to use them with a brush, because when you're putting on foundation and you're using a foundation that, this one looks like this, doesn't look like a lot of product, but it's like a concentrated formula, I guess. And when I use this kind of foundation, I always want to use one that, I want to use it with a brush, which we're going to use this one, the Oval Artiste Dupe, because you don't want to use a beauty blender. Maybe you do, but I don't, because I feel like it's going to suck up a lot of the product, and from what I've heard, you have to use more product of this anyhow. So using a brush like this is really going to keep the coverage instead of sucking it up like a beauty blender would, because a sponge is designed to kind of soak up the excess product that you don't need. So that's why I'm going to do a brush this time instead. I like mixing it up too. And I love how quickly this brush blends this out. I believe I got this set on Amazon, but as I've said before, you can get them on various websites. I know Time the Infamous, who is a YouTuber, sells them on her personal store site. I know they have them at Walmart. I actually saw them in the store at Walmart. Wow. That is a really nice foundation, actually. And if you notice, I did not use my Fenty foundation today, which is a shocker, but I really wanted to be able to see how this foundation performs on its own instead of immediately mixing it with another foundation, because then I don't know how it's doing on its own. I think I am going to take my Sonia Kashuk sponge though, and I'm just going to make sure that it is fully like blended in some of the harder to get areas where that brush won't really get to as well. The brushes come in different sizes, and the set actually came with 3 different foundation options. That is a very nice finish. I really like that a lot. It's like matte, but not too matte, but that could also have something to do with the primer that we used. So we're gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution concealer, which, update, the other day, yesterday I believe it was, when I was using the tube of this, and I thought that I was using the second one. I was not. That was still the first one, so I had picked up the wrong one again. So I still do have some product of that remaining. So that's at least good that I didn't go through 2 of those in a month. So I'm just gonna blend that out with my Sonia Kashuk brush. Oh, Anya, sponge. So I'm gonna blend that out. Use the flat edge for this 5 head that I have going on. Anybody else feel like their forehead looks much bigger when they have their hair up? I like wearing my hair up because it's easy, but I feel like my forehead looks gigantic when I do. I love how quickly and easily this concealer blends out. I mean, it really is an amazing concealer. So when I thought that I had gone through 2 in such a short period of time, I was really concerned. But it turns out I was wrong. So this is my favorite powder for setting the under eyes. Donovan Gibb here on YouTube recommended this, and he has it in every shade. He actually uses it to contour, bronze, and all that stuff, but also he uses it to set under the eyes. This is the Super Stay Better Skin Powder by Maybelline. It's not advertised as a setting powder, but it is amazing as an under eye setting powder. It is very smoothing. It's actually great for all over the face, but it's very smoothing. It makes sure that your concealer doesn't crease. It makes sure that your makeup lasts all day, and it's super affordable. I just had to replace mine, so this is a new one because I already went through one, which is unusual for me for powders because of the fact that I have so much makeup and I review makeup, and so if I go through something and repurchase it, it's definitely a good product in my book. So I'm using my Forever Puff initially to pat this in to the rest of my skin, and I'm doing that because I really want to press it into the skin. If you're going to an event or festival outside especially, you want to make sure that you make your makeup last all day, as I said, so you want to set it in place, and a good powder is a good thing to have. So we're gonna go in with the Peach Perfect setting powder over top of that, because this powder is designed to keep you matte all day. So I'm just gonna go over a little bit of this over top of the Maybelline powder just to further set, so that hopefully we stay matte all day. I am super excited about filming my other festival look. I have a whole plan, which normally, I think I told you guys yesterday, I don't plan out my looks. But I decided that I wanted to do a second festival look using the Trading Mecca palette, because I've really been playing around with that a lot, and I came up with a look that I absolutely love. This is a random Sonia Kashuk brush. I've had it forever. I think my friend gave it to me. So I use that to set my face. I'm also gonna use that to bronze up my face a little bit. And I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, I believe in the shade, in the shade Bronzer, which is the darker one of the two. Get under the chin. So let me know down below if you've been to any festivals, and if you have, which ones. I want to get to know you guys, so I like asking little questions about you, so that you can comment below if you want. You don't have to, but I think it's cool if you do. And I know that I've been putting out a lot of videos. I personally, when I watch YouTube, I enjoy people who upload frequently, just because I watch YouTube a lot, and I like the idea of being able to see a video from somebody more than, you know, just once or twice a week. This is the Marc Jacobs blush in Kinks and Kisses, and I'm using the Wet n Wild contour brush to really make those cheeks pink. So and I was listening to this panel talk about how certain things that certain chief complaints, I guess, that they have about subscriptions on YouTube that they watch. And one of them was that they feel like some people don't upload as often as they wish they would. I'm spraying my Kopari Coconut Rose Toner to really melt the powders into the skin and also to prepare my face for highlighter. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Royal Calyx. This is the purple shade. Since we're doing a festival look, I feel like we should do a fun highlight. So, a lot of people said they wish that the YouTubers that they watch would put out more content. And I agree, personally. So, now there are going to be times where I'm not going to upload as frequently, but I'm going to do my best to upload at least. I haven't come up with a upload schedule per se, but I am going to try to upload at least, I would say, maybe 3 to 5 times a week, just depending on how much time I have. I'm going to go into the Aurora Glow Kit, and I'm going to add a little bit of Luna, which is the white shade in the middle top row, because that purple left a little bit of a cast on my face, so that when I'm looking straight ahead, it looks like I have 2 little stripes or bruises, and I don't like that. I love the Aurora Glow Kit. I know a lot of people like the Moonchild Glow Kit, and I like that one too. But my favorite one out of the 2 would definitely have to be the Aurora. I'm hoping that she's going to keep it in the permanent collection. And then I'm going to take my sponge and just do a little bit of that. And then I'm going to spray this Peach Perfect mattifying setting spray. Okie doke. Now we're going to go in with this little flat shader brush from my favorite blue collection, and we're going to go back in with that Boom shade, which is this purple in the outer, and we're going to put that on the outer part of the lower lash line. And kind of smoke that out. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Dreamsicle, I believe, right here. It's like a little orangey peachy moment. And I'm just going to put that right on the inner portion of the lower lash line. Just to add one more little pop of color. I wanted to use quite a few shades in this palette. Okay. So we should have this. Yeah, that orange is just an inner corner. And then something in my eye. Okay. And then we're going to go in with the OCC Cosmetics pencil. Does anybody know what's going on with OCC? Their website is gone. Their social medias are gone. I know they were being sued by a larger company. And I believe it was Sephora. But all of a sudden, overnight, all of their social medias are gone. And I don't know what's going on, but this is the pencil in Grandma. They make my favorite lip liner, Sebastian, so I'm kind of worried because I only have one backup. And I just placed an order from them too, so I had no idea anything was going on with them in terms of closing their doors. I'm going to do mascara, which is a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I do overall really like this palette. I think some shades are more pigmented than others. I think some shades stay on the eyes better than others. But overall, I think it's a very creative and beautiful palette, this one here. And I definitely can't wait to do more looks with it. I want to use that like acid green color. Maybe I'll use it when I do my Steven Universe Peridot tutorial, because obviously the theme is green, or maybe not obviously, but the theme is green. So I'm going to take our little makeup wipe, and I have the crusty lips from the foundation. And I'm going to do my favorite trick. As you guys know, I like taking a matte liquid lipstick, and I like putting that all over. This is Jeffree Star's Self-Control, which is like a lilac-y nude. And I'm going to put a gloss over top of it. As you guys know, I like doing that so that when the excuse me, when the liquid lipstick fades, then when the gloss fades, you have the liquid lipstick remaining. This is a Marc Jacobs gloss in the shade Enamored. It's like also like a lilac-y, purpley pink. I'm gonna put that over top. This is the only Marc Jacobs gloss that I own. I like it because just like the Buxom glosses, it has like a minty scent, flavor, whatever you want to call it, which I love minty stuff on my lips. I don't like having just crap on my lips to have crap on my lips. If it's going to be on my lips, I like it to be minty. That's just me. But I will say that what I used today before I did my makeup was this, which is the Sephora Super Nourishing Lip Balm. And this is the first lip product that is not minty that I've actually liked on my lips. So now we're going to do one more step, which is we're going to go in with the shade Dazzle right here, which I've swatched already. It's a beautiful teal glitter shade, and we're just going to put that on the inner corner. Oh no. Oh boy. Took a little too much and got it under my lower lash line. We're going to fix that though, don't worry. Nice. This is my first time using a pressed glitter. I really want to get the Trading Mecca Astral palette, I believe it is. It's their pressed glitter palette, and it looks stunning. It has every shade of pressed glitter you could ever want or imagine in it, and oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so I think that definitely amped it up a notch. Now I just have to hope that the pressed glitter under my eye, oh yeah, it pretty much just flicks away. Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay. And last but not least, rhinestones. I personally would wear rhinestones on my eyes any day of the year or week. But some people, you know, I feel like festival season is definitely an excuse to, you know, put some crazy cute stuff on your face. So why not? So just right there, outer corner. Actually, this one up a little bit higher. There we go. Perfect. All right, and one more spritz of my Kopari to really melt that into the skin. And we have our finished festival look part 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this look. Let me know down below what you'd like to see next. I will be uploading my second festival look either tonight or tomorrow. And I hope that you enjoy and will subscribe and like and comment. And let me know if you've ever been to a festival and which one you've been to. Thank you guys again for all of your support. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you soon. Take care.